Ami-san, it's time for the next video. What do you say? Eh? What's wrong? Eh? あ、そう？ちょっと。Suga-san? もし? Okay, let's try this. Good evening, Tokyo printmaker Dave Bull here again from our Asakusa shop. As you've already seen from the cold open, this is going to be a process video, and the prints you will see being made are the September pair from our current subscription Yokai series. And we also have a new performer this time. You haven't met her yet, I think. It's young Natsuki Suga, who's been a member of our team for nearly a year now. She came and joined us late last autumn. Partway along while she was doing the job, she and I had a bit of a chat about it, a little mini interview as it was, and we'll see that here tonight too, but let's save that for the end. Right now, let's watch her make the prints. We've already seen the black block once. Why am I showing you again? Well, the different angle allows her to see the neat way that she's protecting the registration marks. Look at this. Every time the brush comes close, she protects the area with a little piece of metal she's got in her hand. And there she's got a little flap that she flips up, and there's the corner mark. Look at this. So this keeps the registration marks from getting dirty. It saves so much time later on from cleaning up the finished prints.
Eh? まあ多少回すんだろうけど、ほとんど横で。
The key block that you just saw was of course the same color on both sides, the Kyosai print and Jed's print, so they're printed together. Not all the colors match up. Some of them do, but some of them don't. And this one, she's going to do the two sides separately. If it was really a focus on time is money, she could grab two brushes here and color them both at the same time. But she'd rather do it slowly and carefully rather than try and rush through the job. This is the first of two gradations on this print. The first stage there with that white pad, she was putting moisture onto the block. And now she's put color at the bottom and paste at the top, and keeping the brush in a very careful orientation, she's rubbing the pigment side to side, and just ever so gently letting it trickle up. Such a very small amount of color, you know. There was a good blob of paste there before she did that. The color we put on is mostly paste and then just enough tint to give the color we want. Look, she's protecting it in the corner. We'll see this all the way through this print because the margins are so small on these things. This is a thin protective backing sheet. It seems she's let the paper get a little bit too wet at this stage, and if she rubbed just on the raw paper it might tear the back. So you'll see this again, I think, later in the process. It needs a bit of protection there. I myself really think she should have done these two colors together, just two different colored brushes, so she would just have to pull the paper out and rub once, but she's just a bit too careful, this young lady. I guess I can't complain about that. There's a different kind of protection. Did you see that? There's a plastic flap she flipped down. This is partly because of a mistake of mine. I was originally intending the two prints here to have the same color, quite a deep dark gray in this part and a deep dark gray background on the other one. It didn't look good once we tried it, so we changed the goal for the background color on that. But it means then that she can't allow pigment. So you see what's happening? She rubbed the pigment, it touched the plastic, she flips it open, and now it's nothing but bare wood that touches, so it's not going to get spoiled. Now here we are, the backing sheet again to protect, because this one takes quite a bit of pressure. It's fun watching her clothes change from color to color. I don't remember how many days it took her to do this, but it wasn't all done in one day, as you can see. This one needs a bit of explanation. It's a block we added at the end of our test printing, as it turned out that it wasn't enough, and we wanted to darken up the hair of one of the creatures on Jed's night scene. And the only available space on the block was a little bit out of a normal place, so you can see what she's done. We just found an empty bare piece of wood, and she's supporting the paper on an empty brush there, just to darken up that black hair. And here we are now with that area that we protected with the plastic before. This is the background for the monsters, the Kyosai monsters. We ended up deciding to do it just with karazuri, just empty printing, no color at all. You're probably not going to be able to see it in this next video shot when the print comes off the block, but you can see it in real life. The back of the paper is toned and flattened. It gives a background effect to the image. We're here in the third floor workshop today, and it's a bit of a new face. As I mentioned in the introduction here, we're introducing a new one of our printers today. This is Natsuki Suga.
Hi.
She's been with us nearly a year now, I guess. Suga-san, you didn't start here. You've been printing before.
私は、20年前に最初、
20 years ago.
はい、別の工房で修行させてもらって、で5年勉強させてもらったんですけど、
From zero for 5 years.
ゼロから5年、でその5年経ったんですけど、ちょっと一旦休憩やめてでここで、去年の11月に15年ぶりに
You studied for 5 years, then you were gone for 15 years. I didn't hear that when you came here last year. I was told you had a short break, and they told me. Really? So when you came back after 15 years, it's like a beginner again.
やっぱりすごいするのが好きだったので、もう一度また、やってみたいなと思って、それでデビットさんのところでお世話、Mokuhankanで、はい、お世話になって。
But the work we're doing here, in your old workshop, you were probably doing like ukiyo-e prints or something like that. Here now we're doing like this one. It's Jed and Kyosai all mixed together. How does that feel?
そうですね。前のところでは浮世絵ばっかりだったんですけど、まあちょっとオリジナルもあったんですけど、妖怪シリーズはもう初めてこう刷っていく中でこうどうやって絵を作っていこうかっていうのがすごい悩んだんですけど、やっぱり色板でこう何回も色を重ねていく中で、この重なった色はどんな色になるのかっていうのを考えながらこうやっていくのがちょっと難しい。
There's no clear model, and we have a Photoshop version, but you're still creating the first woodblock print, so there's no model. Now you're creating this. Okay, Suga-san, as you know, I was watching every step of the way while you made these. It's finished now, and I'll be doing my editing tonight. So if this goes well, I'll be putting this on YouTube tonight. And from tomorrow morning, people all over the world are going to be watching you make this last print. What do you feel about that?
なんかやっぱり恥ずかしいですけど、でもなんか刷ってるところとか、あとどうやって木版画ができるかとか、それをみんながすごい見てもらって知ってもらうのがすごい嬉しいので、はい。
We hear this all the time. In the old days, the workshops were closed. And sometimes they wanted to be secret, and sometimes just who cares? You know, they just couldn't care. But our mission sort of is we want to show people all these things. And it's very important that you're willing to agree, you know. The lady over there doesn't want to do this. She wants to be private, but I'm thankful, happy that you're willing to say yes. Hontoni, for everybody watching, Suga-san, thank you very much for doing this for us. Thank you very much for being open.
はい、ありがとうございました。こちらこそ。
And let's have a look at how your job is done. Thank you very much.
ありがとうございます。
Now that's about it for tonight, but before I go, there are a couple of interesting things to mention. First is that many of our YouTube fans will really be pleased to hear that we have begun live streaming again. Back before I got involved in the Asakusa business 3 or 4 years ago in Ome, I used to live stream from the workshop lots, and it was great fun for the people who were watching. We've picked it up again, and this time I'm going to be using the Twitch platform, much more stable than what I was doing by myself. So we have a Twitch channel. I'll put the URL here, and I'll also, of course, put it in the description for this video on its YouTube page. I'm streaming most mornings here in Tokyo time, which means that's pretty good for Japanese people and for people in North America, but not so good for the Europeans. So a number of times each week, not every day, I'll be doing an evening session as well, which is much better for our European friends to catch up. It's good fun. I know there's a chat window where you can type your comments and I'll try and look at them and answer questions as they come in. Please come over and have a look. To close off this episode, I'm going to show you again the two prints that Suga-san made during this, but in a different way. As she was doing it, I stole it from her one at a time to show each color process, and I scanned each one. So I'll put them in here now as a kind of a slideshow so you can see the colors building up from one step to the end. I hope you find it interesting. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. It shouldn't be too long now. Thank you again, and good night.